Assalamualaikum, dear student. Today we will discuss about glutamine and glutamate metabolism. First of all, we will discuss what is glutamine metabolism and what is the importance of glutamine. Glutamine and glutamate both are non-essential amino acids, but glutamine is sometimes conditionally essential amino acid. Why? Because its requirement get increased during the stress condition like burns, injury, inflammatory bowel syndrome or conditions. So, what is the importance of the glutamine and glutamate, the most abundant amino acid in the human body? Around 50% of the amino acid pool is made by glutamine and glutamate. It is also the precursor of nucleotide synthesis. It promotes protein synthesis and muscle growth. Primary source of energy for cells in the lining of the GIT tract. This is the important for promote GIT tract healing, nutritional supplementation with the GIT tract disorder. Reduce bacterial addition to enterocyte and bacterial translocation. So it reduces the chances of infections. Function, it is the substrate for protein synthesis. It is the anabolic amino acid for muscle growth. It is used in the acid-base balance in the kidney. It is used as a substrate for urea cycle in the liver. It is also a substrate for the hepatic and renal gluconeogenesis. It is also used as an oxidative fluid for intestines and cells of the immune system. Inter-organ nitrogen transport, precursor for neurotransmitter synthesis like glutathione is made from the glutamine and glutamic acid. Precursor for nucleotide and nucleic acid synthesis and precursor for glutathione production. Sources mostly animal protein are the rich source of glutamine. The dietary sources of glutamine include especially for the protein-rich food like beef, chicken, fish, dairy product, eggs. Vegetable like beans, beet, cabbage, spinach. It is non-essential amino acid, so it is present everywhere. So side effects, common side effects may include nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, gas, swelling in your hands and feet, muscle or joint pain, back pain, headache, dizziness, tired feeling, mild skin rash or itching, khujli, dry mouth, runny nose, and increased sweating. Metabolism, ammonia is the temporarily stored in the form of glutamine. All the amino acids which are present in the blood, around 50% is made by the glutamine and the glutamate. So mostly amino group is removed in the form of ammonia is transported in the form of glutamine and alanine inside the extracellular fluid. It is freely diffusible, hence transport form of ammonia. In kidney, it is a principal source of ammonia. Produce ammonia by glutaminase enzyme. It plays an important role in the maintenance of acid-base balance. Glutamine participates in a number of biosynthetic reactions. Formation of arginine, purine, pyrimidine, and amino sugar is made by this glutamine. So, it is a non-essential amino acid. It is the amide of glutamic acid. If a amino group is added to the side chain of a carboxylic group, then this glutamic acid is changed into glutamine. And it is a gluconeogenesis. All 20 amino acid are amino acid are gluconeogenic except leucine and lysine. They are only ketogenic. Synthesis and breakdown of glutamine. Glutamine is changed into glutamate by the glutaminase enzyme. This enzyme removes the amino group from the carboxy amine broker to produce glutamate. So it is also produced from glutamate by glutamine synthase. So it required one molecule of ATP to add ammonia in the carboxylic. So alpha ketoglutarate change into glutamate by taking a amino group from the other amino acid by aminotransferase enzyme. Here you can see this is the glutamine. This glutamine can go for the synthesis of nucleotide many other glycoproteins, and it also produces glutamate, which can be converted into alpha ketoglutarate by the action of glutamate dehydrogenase enzyme. It is also converted into alpha ketoglutarate by aminotransferase enzyme, glutamate aminotransferase enzyme. This glutamate can go for the synthesis of glutathione, which is a very important portion of various enzymes like glutathione peroxidase, glutathione reductase, and also the fatty acid synthase. So this alpha ketoglutarate then goes into the citric acid and get metabolized. Then this oxaloacetate can change into aspartate, and this aspartate can also go for the nucleotide synthesis. Here you can see the glutamine can go for the synthesis of nucleic acid proteins, and it also gave its ammonia and change into glutamate. This ammonia is a part of urea cycle, or it is removed in the kidney. So glutamate then change into alpha ketoglutarate. This alpha ketoglutarate can change into glucose. So glutamine can change into glucose, and that glucose will then be used for the synthetic pathway. So these are the interconvertible pathway which are very important. Here you can see this is your glutamine change into glutamate. That glutamate can form glutathione, and it is form alpha aminobutyrate. It can be changed into alpha ketoglutarate by glutamate dehydrogenase enzyme or glutamate transminase enzyme by moving its amino group. Glutamate can change into glutamate semi-aldehyde, then arginine, and that arginine can take part in the urea cycle. So glutamate also helps in the formation of arginine and proline. This glutamate semi-aldehyde can change into proline by various enzymes. Thank you. If you like that video, please subscribe that channel and share that video. Thank you all.